What's up everybody, 915 Mang here, hanging out with you today. Got a little order from Coral Explorers. I was looking for some different coral frags. Of course, it's going to be Zoas for the 40-gallon breeder, all in one tank. This is a relatively new reef tank. So I had put some Zoas in the tank before this, and everything came out fine. So I went ahead and got a couple of orders of different frags from online. And the way I found them is by just typing in Wolverine Zoa. Zoa, as you know, is short for zoanthid. The type of coral that I like is a soft coral, but I just go ahead and call them Zoas, the ZOA. You start off with one little tiny frag, one little polyp on there, and eventually it'll turn into two, three, four, five, and then you have a whole colony, which is part of the reason why it's so fun to get frags. Not only is it fun to watch them grow, but that's part of it. Like either you're successful or you're not. Either they make it or they don't. And with those, you got to be careful because, um, and with any other coral, you got to watch out for any type of hitchhiker. You got to inspect the frags. And not only am I doing a regular unboxing video, but I'm going to show you here in a minute what to look for when you get new frags. You also want to wear PPE. You want to protect yourself. You want to wear gloves because zoanthids will jack you up. They're poisonous. You don't want to squirt any in your eye and then be looking all crazy. You don't want to be breathing in any fumes from the zoanthids, any nothing. You want to be gloved up and laced up and protected because these look so cool, but they will F you up if you're not careful. So I've been doing this for a while. One thing that I always look for is hitchhikers. Hitchhikers in a reef tank is not good. You spend all kinds of money on the investment on your coral, and if you're not careful, you're going to introduce hitchhikers. Okay? I don't care what kind of coral dip you have. I don't care. Nothing is going to beat you observing your coral. In this tank, I actually did do reef dip and all that good stuff, but without physical inspection, physical and visual inspections of your coral, you're messing up. And as you can see, here is an Astorina starfish introduced into my bucket and not my reef tank. Also, my videos are educational and I try to make them entertaining. But if you let one of these little guys get in, one of the little points of your reef of the starfish, they will multiply and then you'll have like 10,000 of these suckers in your tank. So spend a little bit of extra time and kind of inspect them. Another point that I would like to bring up is get yourself a turkey baster and go ahead and put some of your tank water into here and spray it around on the actual frag itself so that way you don't introduce them and the starfish will not like it. I've also had Astorina starfish from other vendors, so you know they have these big old systems and it's kind of hard to guarantee that you're not going to get any pests, but this is your reef tank, this is your system, so you go out of your way to inspect, okay? The starfish are not just coming in on corals. If you buy snails from the LFS or online or wherever you get them, you need to look at those snails as well because guaranteed I've found it where Astorina starfish have been hidden inside of a turbo snail and it's just not good business. So a lot of people that are like hardcore reefers have quarantine tanks before they even introduce coral into their main display, but I don't. So I'm going to show you some of the tools that I use and just to make it a lot easier for you so you can prevent everything. But the frags itself, I got some fire and I'm excited to have them inside of my tank. And for this being a new tank, I have quite a bit of frags that I've picked up, and I really like them. And you can see the Wolverines already opening up right there. I used to have Wolverines in my other tank before, but I had to get them again because they're so cool and they're so nice. Um, the other Wolverines that I had got before were from Lynn Reef Nerd. I don't know if she's still reefing. Her it was her and her husband. But if you know what's up, make sure you just dip and you do a physical and visual inspection. I'm a little bit older now, so I have to put on my readers, and then also I have to use a headlamp. I use a rechargeable headlamp um, with some bright settings, and I just kind of check out my frags, and there it is. Um, it's you wear it on your head, and it's out of the way, and you can inspect your corals. You really got to be careful with the Astorina starfish because they're gray, they're white, they blend into the coral frags, and you just got to kind of make those frags the pests uncomfortable by dumping some RO water on them and also your reef dip. But if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe and follow along. This is a short one, but it's a good one. We'll catch you later, guys, and thanks for watching. Take care.